I'm watching the first quarter of Knicks Sixers yesterday.
We already went over this.
No. I'm watching the first quarter of Knicks Sixers yesterday.
Sorry,
and then I had to go to the most important basketball game of the day, which was Taylor's Goldie League rec league action.
How'd they do?
The opponent went on a 6-0 run at the end. I'll say it's great. Coached by Adrian Gonzalez, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, sweetheart of a guy.
Former Dodger?
Yes, correct.
Former Red Sox.
Any rate, so and then I put the game on. I got the Ryan Ruocco call on my app on my phone. Listened to the fourth quarter on the way home. Got home in time for the final 3 minutes of the game. Couldn't believe, when you're not watching it and you hear the roar of the crowd, you can tell what happens. Not this game, because normally for the home game, it's like if they hear the roar of the crowd, something good happened for the home team.
Yep.
Not in this one. Oh, my goodness gracious. The Amtrak station must have been lit.
Oh, yeah.
All day on Sunday. Saturday night as well. I don't know what it is, man. The Knicks fans are rabid, and they're feeling it. And the scene after the game with them jumping up and down in the atriums, plural, in Philadelphia.
Yelling bing bong.
I mean, absolutely nuts.
This is insane.
TJ.
In Philadelphia.
This Philadelphia, are they still on a WrestleMania hangover right now? I can't believe that these Philly fans would allow these Knicks fans to come down and just.
I don't know. What do you mean allow? I guess.
Put their feet on their couch.
I don't know.
Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy style. Well, that was Rick James put his feet on the couch. But I mean,
did you see that there was an Embiid fan that was trying to get through, but couldn't?
Was it Embiid? Because he sounded pissed.
Well, he had 1 point in the fourth quarter, man, and the Knicks kept on hammering the offensive glass. And Mitchell Robinson didn't play. I thought that's all she wrote, with Embiid coming off of a 50-point game, and Precious Achiuwa played the fourth quarter because Hartenstein went out with foul trouble. And he came in and was dynamite, and OG Anunoby was blocking every shot in front of him. And Josh Hart is getting every loose ball off the glass. And this was after Bogdanovich went down with an ankle injury. Randall's not even there. And this is what Embiid had to say after the game about the Knicks fans turning their home into Madison Square Garden South.
Great home court advantage here. How strange was it for you the past two games with the significant amount of Knicks fans in the house?
Disappointing. I love our fans. Think it's unfortunate, and I'm not calling them out, but it is disappointing. Obviously you got a lot of Knicks fans, and they're down the road and never seen it. And I've been here for 10 years. Kind of pisses me off, especially because Philly is considered a sports town. So, they've always shown up, and I don't think that should happen. It's not okay.
So what is it? Did the Sixers not sell out, and Knicks fans are just snapping up the other tickets, or there's just a ton of Sixer fans that are just popping their tickets on secondary ticket market? I'm not.
We would not know.
I'd love to know what the DNA of how it happens.
When you say pop on the secondary, I don't really follow
what
that.
You guys do? No, I should ask people who are fair weather home team fans like you guys for the Rams.
I'm so confused. I don't really get what you mean.
It's like I'm a frozen caveman, like right now.
So
those guys.
I don't know. I heard that as Embiid is done. He's not coming back to Philly.
I don't know how that.
I heard that he gone.
Where's he? How?
What?
I mean, he could go anywhere, but
go anywhere he want. I think Miami would love to have him.
Sure, everybody would love to have him, but
I mean, it sounds like he's just. What are we doing? He's pissed at the fans. I'm not calling them out. Yeah, you are calling them out. Like, it's kind of embarrassing.
It was really wild.
A home game.
Especially for Philly, though,
listening
right?
to the game. I was unable to watch the game. I was listening to it.
It was a good game, too.
It was incredible. but I could not tell what was happening just based on the crowd noise.
Look,
that's for real. And then the reason why I think Knicks fans are particularly rabid, and I can attest to this, for everybody out there that are fans of this show, first of all, thank you. Secondly, you know how I have felt about the Knicks and what I have said into this microphone about the Knicks ever since James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, let Charles Oakley be dragged out of Madison Square Garden and put in lockup. Period. For however long he stayed there. Once that happened, I'm like, this guy doesn't know about Knicks fans. He doesn't know about what Knicks fans are asking for. He doesn't know about he doesn't respect the history of it. To heck with this guy. I'm out. And then there was one guy who's brought me back in. And this is why Knicks fans are going nuts. Because this guy gives you more than hope. He's restored the faith in every possible way. For those who have kept it, for those like me who have said, I'm out, but he's pulled me back in. It's Jalen Brunson. This guy. That's all I can say. This guy.
He's something else, man.
He has taken the opportunity the Knicks gave him with the amount of money. Normally, a guy who gets that amount of money and doesn't have the track record shows up in New York and he is chewed up and spat out. That happens over and over and over again. The streets of New York, sports streets, are littered with guys who get paid and then show up and then have everything that everybody hopes can happen, and he doesn't deliver, doesn't come close to delivering, or he isn't as good as they had hoped, and he just falls flat. Instead, all he has done is turn himself into a mega superstar. And in this league, this association where he's come in to this playoffs, well, Randall's out, this, that, the other thing. Yesterday, he scored 47 points, 10 rebounds. 10 assists, but the 47 points are the most ever in the history of the Knicks' playoff history, their vast playoff history.
That's incredible.
And he beat the record of Bernard King, who was the last guy on the Knicks who made me feel about the team the way Jalen Brunson does. And I never thought I would ever say that about anybody. And yes, Patrick Ewing did not make me feel the way Bernard King did. I don't know why.
Because you were in sports at that time. You were doing your job. You probably didn't have that fandom, right?
No. It was I was not. I was still in college actually when Ewing came in, and then I was going through Northwestern, and I watched. I don't know, man. It just. In a way, Ewing came in completely decorated, first overall, and I think the reason why the Knicks didn't do it with him was two reasons. One, I don't think they surrounded him with enough players consistently. And two, Michael Jordan stood in the way.
Yeah, that should be number one, actually.
But I don't want to put my finger on it why, but Bernard was just my guy growing up. In the same way, Judge has come somewhat close, or Jeter came somewhat close to making me feel about the Yankees the way Mattingly did. Mm-hmm. But I never lost my faith or my belief or my desire to root for him because I hate, again, I felt so disrespected on behalf of Oakley.
And you had an owner for the Yankees that a lot of people disliked.
Oh, my gosh.
Didn't turn you away the way that.
No doubt. But I'll tell you what, man, what Jalen Brunson has done, that put a lot of people on that Amtrak train. That's for damn sure. And it's put a lot of people in seats, and it's put a lot of people hoping. Because the Pacers are incredibly young and talented, but I'm sitting here thinking they could win that series. And I know they need one more against Philadelphia. And then that would be kind of great. Old school Knicks Celtics, because you want to talk old school. This series between the Knicks and the Sixers has felt old school Eastern Conference basketball.
Pretty physical.
Very. And the gyms are hot. Gyms are hot. And the players are hot about it. But Jalen Brunson, it's been a long time since Kenny Smith said the Knicks didn't have the best player on the court. They got to have the best player in the playoffs. And there's a lot of competition.
It's a bargain. He's at a bargain price right now.
Now it seems like it, right?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.